Okay, guys, other than the work sample, the biggest hindrance for every student who has ever begun the application process to MSMS has been the ACT. And again, I don't understand why. It's not because they do poorly on the ACT. It's not because they're capable of doing really good on the ACT. It's because they don't take the ACT. You have got to take the ACT and submit a score in order to be eligible to become an MSMS student. That's what the state of Mississippi says, guys, and I have no control over it. Now, you'll notice right down there below me, if you're watching this video on our website, you'll see a handy-dandy chart that has all the dates, all the deadlines for this year's ACT. Okay? I think there's 6 of them. You can take that test as many times as you want to. In fact, if you've never taken it before, here's what you need to do. Sign up for the next time the ACT is available and take it. Don't go in there with any expectations whatsoever. Just take it. Okay? Send it to our school code, which is 251409. You've got us an ACT score. Shazam. Right after you finish taking that ACT, right after you finish that part, sign up for it again. Most students, just by virtue of taking it a second time, get 2 or 3 points higher on it. Okay? We do not have a minimum ACT score requirement for MSMS, but obviously the better you do, the better your chances of getting in. And statistically, students with a 20 or higher on the ACT do better at MSMS. Okay? So that's what you're shooting for, guys. 20 or higher. 20 or higher, 20 or higher, 20 or higher. Now again, the better your chances are. Now, a thing for all my kids out there who just heard that and said, whoa, I just made a 30, or whoa, I just made a 27, or anything like that. Something very, very important for you guys to understand is that the ACT, like the rest of the application, is only one part of it. And in fact, it's one of the last things anyone sees. Okay? So if you have an impressive ACT score and you think that means you don't have to do a really good job on your application, I hate to be the one to tell you, but you're absolutely wrong. Because the first round, when people are actually judging you by your application, they are not going to see your ACT score or your GPA. They're going to judge you based on what you submit here. So if you boot the application, you might find yourself booted from MSMS. And we had about 5 or 6 kids last year with ACT scores higher than 24s who didn't make it past the first round because they thought, oh, it doesn't matter because my ACT score is so good. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're filling this out. But if you have a good ACT score, then that is a great step into getting into MSMS. One more thing. Some counselors tell students that you have to be a certain age to take the ACT. They're not. They're wrong. You can take it regardless of what age you are. Okay? In fact, if you're having any trouble signing up for the ACT, go to ACT's website and you can sign up for the whole thing online. Okay? All right, and that's it for the ACT. Just remember, you got to take it and you got to have that score in my hand no later than the application deadline, which is February 17th, 2012. We're going to move on to the recommendations, and we're in the home stretch, guys, and we've almost finished this application thingy. And we'll see you in a minute. Bye.